All right, y'all. So, finally did my hair. Put it in a ponytail last night with a scarf so it could stay kind of tight. Decided to put it in a ponytail simply because when I don't, it tends to, the retwishes don't, if I don't style it or put it up, it won't last as long, just simply because of the way my hair texture is. But outside of that, everything's been cool, you know. Like, I've just been in a place where I'm learning, growing, developing, finding ways to grow, and just truly realizing that what is a better time than now? Stay on the journey, stay on the grind, and consistently moving forward in life, and realizing that life is life. It's gonna happen, you know. Things are gonna happen, you know, and a lot of those things you can't control. I know I can't control, and I've learned from some great people that the only thing you control is your actions and your attitude. And so why should I put my energy, my mental energy, or, you know, put my focus towards things that really aren't going to move me forward in life? And so really just been getting out of my comfort zone, applying pressure in areas that I know I can be better, stretching myself, not putting myself in a stress zone, but really stretching myself to be the best version of myself every day. Do I beat myself up? Do I feel like I can always do better? Of course. I think that's something that human beings do naturally, is to just always want to be ahead, always want to be at where it is you're thinking in your mind, realizing that sometimes you have to slow down. And instead of beating yourself up, I know for me, like, I learned how to slow down. Instead of beating myself up for not being where I want to be, I started really understanding that those thoughts are things that I can now prey on. Those things are things that I can work towards, but also being okay with where I am, because if I don't focus on the present, then I'm losing those precious moments, essentially. And I used to always be so future focused, you know, focusing on my dreams, goals, aspirations. But I'm learning how to slow those things down, knowing that the dreams, goals, and aspirations aren't going anywhere, but also understanding that I have to apply action. I have to put forth effort. And by doing that, it allows me to reap those benefits of the things that God has blessed me, as far as my visions, my desire, my heart's desires, and just wanting to make an impact in this world. And so many people have told me, hey, Brandy, like, you should start a podcast. And I'm like, yeah, I should. You know, I love talking to people. Obviously a podcast is just kind of one-on-one, you and your mic, you and your camera, or whatever. But I'm really in a phase now where I feel like, why not? Why not talk to those who can be receptive to the things that I have learned through life, or maybe are going through the same things that I once went through, and just finding ways to bring people together, finding ways outside of the things that I'm already doing. You know, I'm working, I am learning and growing about asset development, growing that outside of my full-time job, and just realizing that there's so much that life can give you. But I had to learn that it started with me. I had to build my belief. I had to build my confidence. I had to learn how to talk to people. And that in itself has been a major milestone, because believe it or not, I used to be that person that if you saw me and I didn't vibe, or if I didn't click with you, I didn't really have anything to say. And it wasn't that I didn't want to say anything. It was more so along the lines of that being an introvert most of my life, not really building those communication skills. It really, I wouldn't say hinder me, but it allowed me to be a follower for a long time. And so now I'm in a phase now where I've stretched myself to get uncomfortable, to do the things that I know are right, and just lending a helping hand. Not only a helping hand, but just being there, being more present for friends, family, if they just need a listening ear, being that person that they can confide in. Because oftentimes life may hit and we feel like, man, like, nobody understands. I really feel like that's something that everybody feels at a certain point in their life. Some people, you know, bounce back and they keep going forward no matter what people say. But there are some people, I feel like, in the world, I was one of them, who just genuinely felt like, man, like, nobody really understands. I always told myself I'm that person that's misunderstood by everybody, because I didn't know how to effectively communicate how I was feeling. And so that led me to be misunderstood, because I couldn't communicate effectively how I was feeling, what I wanted. If it was my idea, I never brought ideas to the table. It was more of like, oh yeah, yeah, let's do what you want to do. You know, oh, well, what makes you happy? Not making it about me. And I think that's a blessing and a curse, because in that, oftentimes I can not necessarily be misled, but I can do things that maybe I'm not passionate about, things that maybe I don't really want to do. But learning how to balance that now and realizing that, of course, yes, you need to do things that other people want to do, so that it's called compromise, you know, but also factoring in the things that I genuinely like, I genuinely love, and focusing on that as well, but really finding that balance. And so I've just been learning a lot in life. I think that I'm in a phase now where I will begin to create more content, put out the truths that I've learned and things that are helping me, my life and everything that I have moving forward. So this is something short, but I felt like, why not? Why not just create a short video and let y'all know what's on the brink, because it's going to change very soon. I'm going to create like maybe a 30-day vlog every day, being consistent. So I'm out.
Hey, yo, Slumbo, this shit banging.